let's get going.
All right, cool.
So I got Joe Mansman here. Okay, you guys. All right. So here's the thing. What I did. This is what I was giggling before we started. I was like, I pulled the Google AI summary bio. So I'm just curious to see how correct this is going to be.
Okay, this will be fun.
You tell me. Joe Mansman and the Midnight Revival Band is a high-energy New York-based rock/sleaze band formed 2014, in parentheses, blending glam, southern rock, punk, heavy metal, and known for anthemic songs like Take It Easy, and a charismatic, energetic live show. Led by frontman Joe Mansman, they gained regional success and a national following, releasing EPs like Live for Thrills and sharing stages with major acts.
I guess that's pretty accurate. Wow. Hey,
Here, get a little closer for me, if you don't mind. Yeah.
You hear me now?
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I guess. Isn't it scary how wild AI
Well,
is?
it got a lot better because, like, I think
Wow.
a year ago, if I did that, it would be like it would get a bunch of stuff wrong.
Yeah.
And be like, this doesn't make any sense.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was looking at that sleaze rock. You know how you guys say sleaze rock?
Yeah.
And I know like exactly what you mean when you say like sleaze rock. It's not even like, oh, we're sleaze. It's like the music is sleazy.
Yeah, it's like 80s heavy metal, you know?
We used to call it swamp rock when we read like a riff, you know, like a super heavy, like, you know, one that makes you go, is it like this? Like makes you go like that? Is that fucking, yeah. I almost wear a bush light hat. I should have worn that hat.
You should have.
Fucked up.
One of the first times I ever like really spent time with you, because I'd only known you like prior to that Bright Light record that we did.
Oh my God, yeah.
I had only known you from just running into you, playing shows.
Yeah.
But when we actually got together one of the first times and we recorded a record,
Yeah.
I brought that Stewart's Mountain Brew to your studio. It was back when they came in the purple cans.
Yeah, now they're like highly sought after.
Yeah, and I remember opening one in your basement in Saratoga one day, and one of the first things you had ever said to me was, "Wow, the room smells like piss and shit."
Oh my God. So what was that, 2009, 2010?
2009, yeah.
Oh, jeez. That was a long time ago.
I know. And I'd known you before that, but just playing in bands. But.
Yeah, just like, oh, what was the cool church like that had the thing in where
The Unitarian?
Not the unit. No, like before the Unitarian show.
Oh, Pine Knolls.
Pine Knolls.
Yes,
that's what it was.
Oh man, we did a really stacked bill there.
That's where I feel like that's not where I met you, but I saw you a lot there. Here, I'm gonna push this closer to you. You can stay there.
We did. Oh man, it was Bright Light, The Loyalty, Curse the Mariner.
That was it. It was with the Loyalty, Bright Light,
Prima.
Oh yeah, wow. That's a throwback. So I've got stuff. Joe sent me a list of stuff that he wanted to talk about. That it's actually it's good stuff. It's perfect stuff for a band. I think everybody will be able to relate to a lot of this stuff. Let's just dig right into this list, and we can go on all the tangents we want.
Perfect, because I encountered a lot of these just even this year, and I'm very familiar with a lot of these.
Even
years
this morning,
in the music,
every day. I mean, literally, like it's been every day.
Yeah.
So the first thing on the Joe list was green rooms. This seems like a list of what really grinds my gears in a band almost. Green rooms with no place to sit.
Oh my God. So green rooms at our level are rarely offered, right?
Yeah,
you're mostly just hanging out. You're hanging out in your van.
Yeah, if you get a green room, that's dope.
Right. So it's always exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go into the green room and all the other bands are also sharing that green room.
Oh yeah, that's a rough one.
Everybody, they treat it like a load-in area where they've got their guitar cases everywhere and just shit everywhere where you can't even sit down.
Yeah.
You know?
That is like, especially if it's like a 6-band bill.
Oh my God.
Or like, I mean, not that you're playing tons of, like, other than festivals, 6-band bills, but still.
We played a show at you ever play at the Chance in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah.
We did one of the last shows that we ever played there before they closed their doors.
Yeah.
We played with Dokken, actually.
That's awesome. I saw that. That was dope.
And that was during the height of COVID when like it was crazy. Like
Yeah, you weren't barely allowed
it's
to
a
do
sold out
anything.
show. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we all got COVID afterwards, but
Oh, of course.
but
we played with Dawkins.
So it was this a stacked bill. There were like 7 bands on this bill, right?
Holy shit.
And 6 of those bands shared a green room, and there was just stuff everywhere. And people had like there wasn't even a shower in there, but people had like towels and like their laundry. I mean,
Yeah.
But this guy, I put a cigarette in my mouth. I didn't intend to light up in this room.
You're just getting ready.
I'm just getting ready. I put a cigarette in my mouth. I'm about to step outside, and this guy just goes out of his way to say, "Hey, there's no smoking in here." I don't know what you think, but there's no smoking in here. Like,
I'm queuing up the cig.
Yeah. So I happened to have the key to that green room, and at the end of that show, there was band still had a bunch of their stuff in that room, and I just fucking threw that key somewhere in the audience. I was like, "See ya."
Oh wow!
I mean, I never played this.
That's what they call sleaze rock. That's actually fucking awesome.
But
nobody could get in.
I know.
After nobody could get in.
But hey, do you remember? Remember when we played that really awkward Northern Lights show together?
Which one?
It was well, this one is really funny.
Wait, I think I know. Is this the one where we didn't get paid?
Yes. Dude. Okay. So, Wild Adriatic and Cosmonauts, we opened for a band called Project 86.
Right.
And they were a big deal back in the day, I guess, but not this day.
This was a bad day.
But that's a funny green room story too, though. I remember we were hanging out in the green room, all of us. There was like 9 people, and there's 1 bag of tortilla chips.
Oh, I remember.
And like 1
bag.
thing of hummus.
Yeah, we got into it though.
I think you ate all the hummus.
I mean, I got into it though. I got into it.
But that was a weird green room situation. But anyways, more to that story.
Yeah.
So what?
A lot more to that
oh
story.
my God, they anticipated selling that show out, and then like 17 people showed up.
Yeah, it was really a dismal turnout. They also promised the guitar player he was going to have like the proper equipment.
Right.
And then, your guitar player had to supply his equipment, which was not close to what he wanted.
No, all we had was that Blues Junior.
Exactly. And he wanted a dual rectifier. Yeah. So,
I'm surprised how much you remember about this.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a core memory just because of hanging out in the parking lot all night, just waiting. All night long. Waiting.
Yeah, so the promoter disappeared. Nobody could find him. He wasn't answering his phone. He was just gone.
He was going around town. I feel like he was knocking on doors, be like, "Do you have some money I could borrow? I need to borrow some money." Or hitting up all the cards, the ATMs, like,
Yeah, we were waiting around all night until somebody caught wind that he was at Cumby's
and we
up
all
the road.
We all went there. All the bands on the...
Do you remember when they got in his face?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that guy said to him?
He goes, yeah, I do. He gets in the promoter's face and he goes, "You're lucky we're Christians."
As he's yelling, he's like, because he was eating a bag of chips while he was yelling at the guy.
"You're lucky we're Christians."
they storm off in their little van.
Like if he wasn't dude, if that dude wasn't a Christian, I think he would have beat the shit out of him. That's what he was implying.
Yeah, they were big guys.
He's like, I would have killed you if I didn't love Jesus.
Yeah. Right.
All right, fair enough, bro. Jesus saved the promoter that day.
Oh man.
But that was like one of the weirdest. I mean, I know neither of us were gonna get paid a lot, but I feel like it was more of the principle. Like we deserved, our little pay that we were gonna get.
I mean, I always go in with very low expectations, but I thought I'd walk away with
something.
$10.
Just $10. And somehow lost money on the show.
Yeah.
But that's one of the weirdest things. You and I, let's see, we've known each other since God, I don't even know, early 2000s.
I think I met you in 2006.
Okay, that makes sense.
We played at the Fun Spot.
Oh yeah.
It was a battle of the bands sponsored by EQX. And the loyalty one.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I remember that now that you just you're bringing up stuff that I can't. My God.
Yeah. You You had the long hair.
I did.
You played that song "Deny." I love that song.
Deny? Oh man, you can. It's actually all on streaming services.
Is it?
Again.
Is it now?
Yeah, Paul and I put it up.
Oh,
there.
cool. Stella.
That video's still on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Just search Stella the Loyalty.
Is that the one where you guys had the costumes?
We had the costumes. Yeah, my brother was a clown. It was insane. It was fun. But
I remember back then, like, that was the first time I saw a local band have a music video.
oh, we were so lucky because we found this guy, this kid. He was another kid, and just out of high school or in high school or whatever. Chris, his name was Chris, and he was like a really talented filmmaker in the area. His name's Chris Felici. He actually still does film stuff.
I remember being 18 and just seeing you guys had this music video. I was like, what? There's a local band making this, like,
it was such a good
crazy
find,
video.
and then yeah, he was so good. He had all this great stuff. It was awesome.
You guys had a couple, right? There was a video where you guys shot in Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yeah, there was. So we did 2 with him. We did Try to Forget and Stella. I cannot find the Try to Forget video anywhere. Like I've looked all over the internet, scoured it. I'm trying to find it, but if anybody knows somehow where the Try to Forget Loyalty video is, let me know because I can't find it.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
But so that was the first time I had ever met you and Paul, actually. Was that show.
Wow, we were all just...
And then Paul, after that, Paul was like a regular at PacSun, was always coming in getting some...
Oh, yeah. Oh, we all were. I mean,
Yeah.
especially at that time.
Well, I don't remember seeing you around a lot, but I saw Paul all the time. I think that's where the whole Joe and Paul confusion thing happened. Because we did look very similar back then.
People like, oh, no, I'm not. You're different people.
But in 2006, we looked exactly the same, though. Like, you could have easily mistaken us as brothers.
I guess back then, it would have been easier to be like, wait, huh? You could be brother. Yeah, you could be related.
But there was this whole thing that went on for years where people were confusing me for Paul.
And I've heard that, and I know people are like, wait, but I know you both really well, so I've never been like, oh, I'm gonna mix these two up. So for me to hear that, and then I look, I'm like, oh yeah, they could. Yeah, like, you're the same.
He got that too. Like,
oh yeah, you both get it. Yeah, you both.
He got it all just as much as I did.
Yeah, he gets it. You get it. You both get it. You're like, hey. You're like, hey, you Paul Hake? He's like, hey, you Joe Mansman? And he's like, no. Oh, what the fuck? It happens all the time. Dude, I just remember. Yeah, back then people would be like, wait, are you in a band with him? Like if they were talking about you, you're like, are you guys in a band together? I'm like, oh no, that's Paul. Not Joe. But yeah, we speaking of the Dunkin' Donuts and weird places, because that's where like in that video, like the Try to Forget video, that's where we had, like did the drums and the drums came in. But that brings me to your next thing on the list is drummers who tear down on stage.
That's so irritating.
So, and let me clarify, because I know what you mean by this. It's drummers who actually, instead of taking like stuff in pieces, you can grab your kit, you can take it off the stage, but no, there's drummers who will sit there and they will take everything apart right there on the stage.
As their girlfriends walk up to the front
and talk.
They're having a conversation. Yeah. So it's, let me clarify, it's mostly drummers who do that, but there's also a lot of other band guys that do that. Like I can't stand it when a dude is tearing apart his guitar pedals on stage too. It's like, just take the board off.
No pedal board, or like just like is unplugging stuff that doesn't need to be.
Just tear it off.
Just take it off.
Yeah, take it
off. Walk
off
off with it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it's everybody is guilty. I mean, I try, especially if there's a band after you, and your first thought when you get done with your set is, I got to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then you can do whatever. Get out of the way, and then you can dick off.
Yeah, right. I mean, when we're on the road, we're always the support band. So it's always the locals that play, and then we're the first band on the tour package.
Yeah, there you go.
And we have a very sharp 30 minutes, and that's it. You start at this time, you end at this time, and there's always some fucker on stage right before us
who's taking forever.
So anyways, don't do that.
Yeah,
especially if you're a drummer. I hate you.
Just take your stuff. I
hate you.
He hates it. He hates you. I take all my, I grab my cable that goes to my amp. Okay. obviously I'm like, I gotta take that out of it, but I just throw shit on my pedal board. I'm like, I'll deal with all this in a minute, and I don't even rap. I just like take it right off the stage, and then I'm like, and then I can take my time in the back or on side stage, out of everybody's way, just winding my cable nicely. It's not a big deal. I'm getting upset now about it.
You know what? Let's backtrack a real quick minute though, back to that green room thing.
Yeah, let's go.
So, because there's so much more to that. Like,
there's a lot.
What about catering?
Oh.
I feel like every band at some point or another, when you're opening for somebody,
Yeah.
you've made the catering mistake, right? Where you ate somebody else's catering that you weren't supposed to touch.
Oh.
A couple years ago, Quiet Riot played down at the Strand.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right. And they had this catering set up backstage, and it was all this pizza. And I love Queen of Hearts pizza.
Oh,
Queen of Hearts is
good.
so good. And they had this huge Queen of Hearts spread, and they're on stage playing, and it was towards the end of their set. I figured it wasn't a big deal, but Alex and I are just back there just like mowing down pizza. Oh, no. And, their singer, Jizzy Pearl, right?
Oh shit.
He gets off stage and comes back while the band is on stage playing. They're doing this like instrumental outro going into like, their big hit. And so he comes back stage real quick to like, I'm assuming like grab a slice of pizza. And he looks at the pizza, he lifts up the box and he goes, "Who the fuck ate my pizza?" He looks right at Al, who's eating the pizza. He's like, "Fuck you guys." And
oh my God.
Yeah, we were shocked. We were like, "Oh shit, we just pissed off Quiet Riot."
Yeah.
And
it's kind of rock and roll.
Yeah, but what was very satisfying though, right, about that was that this was right before he had to go up on stage and play their big hit there. Come on, feel the noise. See, I'm telling Al, I was like, that's all right, dude. I was like, he's pissed off while he's singing that. He's not enjoying it.
Yeah, and his tummy's grumbling for pizza that he couldn't have because you guys ate it all. That's hilarious, dude. Who the fuck ate my pizza?
I did a thing once where we were playing the Adirondack Independence Music Fest.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. This is actually before we knew any of those rules too. So, but we were behind that tent that they have right by the side stage, the catering tent, and we were told specifically what we could and could not eat or drink, and our merch table was right in front of the beer kegs, but it was separated by the tent.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be slick, and people were coming up to my table, and I'd tell people like, "Hey, ask me about our secret menu." What's the secret menu? They're like, "Oh, I'll give you a free beer with this T-shirt. Buy a T-shirt, I'll give you a free beer." So they buy a T-shirt. I just just like reach behind a curtain.
Oh my
God! Pour a beer.
I know. Like, I mean, clearly the guy from Quiet Riot's gonna be mad if you eat his pizza, but like, come on, there's a lot of beer floating around those backstage areas.
Oh yeah,
we could. One or two beers here and there.
Yeah.
Come on.
I used to sling shots at the Daily Double when that was a thing. Like at the table.
Slinging shots.
There was this one bartender, he used to gift us a handle of Jack Daniels every time we played, and I would keep it behind the merch table and I'd do the same thing.
Damn.
"Hey man, buy a shirt, I'll give you a shot.
I'll give you a swig." Take it right out of the bottle.
We used to actually wrap up whiskey nips with our T-shirts.
Wow, that's you guys really dug right in.
Yeah, it wasn't until like kids started buying our stuff that I was like, "Oh, we shouldn't do this anymore."
That's the thing is like when you become an adult and you start to get older, it's like, "Oh, I'll do this thing," and then you're like, "Oh, there's still kids in the world. I got to be careful, like, and not sell, sex toys by mistake."
Right. I do actually try to be very careful at shows when I know that kids are in the audience. I try to watch my mouth and you know.
Try to not swear as much, maybe half as much.
Right.
So what is because I know you've done this, I've seen you do it before. What do the conditions have to be for you to light up a cig inside?
Oh man.
Outside I'm like, okay, you can get away with that. But when you light up a cig inside, that's a bold ass move.
I guess if I'm just having too good of a time, I don't know. I haven't done it in years.
Okay.
So I haven't done it in years, but man, I think the first time that ever happened, it was Alex who did it on stage, and then I kind of just followed suit.
Yeah. People must get mad at that.
They do. Although Mike from Googs, he was like irritated, but he would just let it happen. He kind of expected it.
Googs is a different.
yeah, it's a different beast. But no, like Al used to get so drunk at shows sometimes that he would do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, I mean, one time we stole this painting out of the green room at Putnam. But
luckily, it was
like it was like an Ocean's 11 thing that we tried. But there was one night when he just turned his back to the audience and then lit up a cigarette as if nobody could see him. And at that point, we're like, he kind of got away with this. Like, nobody said nothing. So
no smoke alarms went off.
And then I don't know. Then I started doing it at that point all the time, and I would be bolder and bolder. Like,
you wanted to see how far you could take.
Yeah, like I would do the one cigarette every now and then.
Yeah.
But then I started doing like 5. I would put 5 in my mouth and light them all and just hand them off.
You ever heard of Foxy Shazam, that band?
Yeah, I love Foxy
Okay, because he like swallows a pack of cigarettes at every show.
I know.
I saw them at Valentine's. I was like, God damn.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we opened for them one time. They were all really sick. Everyone had the flu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they had to like cancel the next leg of the tour, but you could tell they were like, man, we are so not feeling good. But the singer still put on, everybody did, but the singer, he still did all his tricks, swallowed all his cigs. I was like, God damn.
What a stellar band. Yeah, those guys are definitely entertainers.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think the last time I did that was we were playing at this place in Boston called the Midway Cafe.
Oh.
And I put a cigarette in my mouth and I lit it. And the bouncer came up on stage and he took it right out of my mouth. he took it right out of my mouth. He threw it on the ground and put it out with his foot, and that was it. And he was a big guy, so I was
you were like, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't kick you out. He didn't throw you on the ground and smush you with his foot.
No, he didn't.
He sounds like a big bouncer guy.
We used to bring a microwave on stage with us too and make Hot Pockets for people. We did a lot of crazy stuff.
I mean, you love Hot Pockets.
I did. You know what?
Have you grown out of them?
No, I still eat them all the time.
Okay, good.
4 cheese though.
Oh, 4 cheese?
Oh yeah, those are the best.
Do you do pepperoni?
I do pepperoni, but my daughters don't eat pepperoni, and they love Hot Pockets. So
you're like, let's couple. You know what's funny is our age gap. I used to it was so much bigger when we were younger, and now I'm like, oh, you're only a couple of years older than me. It's like that with everything though. So for myself, so you say, oh, like we took this and put them down, like we tried to like get what we haven't tried to like take art or paintings, but I will say if another band, the National Act, leaves, or I think they're going to leave food, I will definitely take it.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm always like a little bit, this is where the difference comes in. I'm just a little parent. I'm like, oh shit, they're going to be, and then it'll stop me. It'll prevent me from having a good life with good good food, good free food, because I'm scared. I don't want them to be like, you can never play with us again. You're done.
Nah, when it's offered, that's different. Like we did an Alive at 5 gig with Warrant, and they freely offered us their catering at the end of the show.
See, that's nice.
Yeah, that was cool. And we had this like big old tray of salamis and whatnot.
Oh, meat plate.
Yeah, we had a nice little meat plate. I mean, the meat was pretty warm at that point.
Warm charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Is it charcuterie or it's charcuterie, right? I don't know how to say it.
Is it Corinth or Corinth? I don't know.
Is it Corinth? Who knows? Corinth? I think if you're in Corinth, you say Corinth, and everyone else says Corinth. Or that's the opposite.
One of the great upstate New York mysteries.
Yeah. # Corinth. Shout out to all my Corinth. I'm just kidding. There's literally, I don't have one download that says Corinth on it when I look at my statistics. There's nobody from Corinth listening that I know of. I have Fort Edward on there, but no Corinth. Fort Edward. Shout out to Fort Edward. No. It's funny because the last podcast.
I lived there a long time.
You did, McRae.
Wow, you remembered.
Oh, of course I remember.
There was one point you used to have McRae jokes all day long.
I mean,
and then
you made it easy.
Yeah, I remember coming to your house to record one time, and I saw that you had a sink full of dishes, and I was like, I was like, it's finally
McCrae's.
rubbing off on you. I called you Travis McCrae.
Travis McCrae. It's just because their house was always filled with shit.
Yeah.
Not literal shit. Well, some it could be. I don't know. But
There was never literal shit.
But like dishes, stacks, just crazy, just gross young guy stuff.
Yeah. I had this apartment that we
Total bachelor pad.
Yeah, everybody met their wives there.
That's
we called
crazy.
it the center of the universe.
Well, you know why? Because if they can handle that and meeting you there, that's wife material.
right. We ate Thanksgiving off the beer pong table one day.
It's kind of sweet though.
No, that place was awesome. I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
In the last year that I was there, Jay Lee was my roommate.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was so mad when I left. We didn't talk for a couple months. He was so mad at me.
I'm sure he's fine now.
But he would get so mad all the time because because he was the only one that would clean. He's such an organized dude.
Yeah, he is.
And he was like the maid, of the house.
He's very hygienic.
Always cleaning. And he hated dishes in the sink. And I would just let them pile up. It got so bad that I would just throw them away and buy new dishes.
They probably were so gross. You're like, I'm not even going to deal with that.
One day he gave me the business and told me that I need to do my part. And so I took all the dishes and I put them in the bathtub because I was like, oh, there's enough room here for me to do all these dishes. but then I left them. I never got them done. So he went
the tub.
He went to go take a shower.
He was probably, what the actual fuck?
And he had to move all the dishes out of the tub first before he could shower. He was so mad.
Dude, that's kind of fucking hilarious. What I'm picturing is you in the tub with soap and in a bathing suit maybe and a rubber ducky and you're just scrubbing dishes and you're in there with all the dishes.
I tried my best.
God damn. Dude, imagine the roles reversed and you're just living your goddamn life and then you go to take a shower and you're like, my shower's full of fucking dishes.
In all fairness, I lived there for years before he moved there.
That was the thing. You always claimed seniority.
Right.
So whenever anyone had been like, can you do that? You're like, look, you wouldn't even live here if it wasn't for me, bitch.
Dude,
I've lived here for years.
I used to charge people $50 a month living under my stairs.
Dude,
No.
I think that's, what do they call that? I think they call that a halfway house.
We lost power for a whole month one time. We had $1,000 National Grid bill we didn't pay.
Oh, and they turned it off.
And they turned it off for 30 days. And we would,
wow, it was like living in the 1700s.
Yeah, we took beer cans and we hollowed them out. We cut the center out and we put tea light candles in there and make lanterns. Because it was reflective off the inside of the can.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Our bedrooms, there was an upstairs and a downstairs. Our bedrooms were downstairs, and there was also a door that went into the landlord's cellar that we were not supposed to have access to. But we had access to it. So we dragged as many extension cords as we could down those stairs, and we set it up in the landlord's cellar
with his power.
And we would steal his power at night so we can at least watch TV.
Oh my God! Yeah. Charge your phones.
Yeah.
We'd
only do it at night. Yeah.
And this is before power bricks were super popular. They were around, but they weren't it wasn't where you could go to Walmart now and buy a thing where you can power all your stuff for ever on one charge. Yeah. It's come a long way.
I couldn't pay the power bill. I had to pay the recording bill. I was recording with you during those years. This is my
fault, I guess. This is somehow my fault that your power got turned off. I'm pretty sure, let's see. Let's talk about your recording rate, what it was back then. I was charging you guys $200 a day for a 10-hour day.
Yeah. Yeah. You did it was $200 a day, or it was $40 an hour, one or the other, right?
The $200 a day was definitely for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's that's $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But this was also years ago, before that was barely any money at all. There was definitely a little bit more money back in 2010.
Yeah.
2011. Because, we recorded the Bright Light stuff in Saratoga. Mm-hmm. And then we recorded your Cosmonaut stuff in Queensbury when I lived in Queensbury, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have your vinyl, your Cosmonauts vinyl still.
You still have one of those?
Yep. It's the little one.
Yeah.
Color. It's, what color is mine? It's a see-through color, I think.
Yeah, there was a
it's blue.
Blue, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
blue
I can't.
sea,
Yeah, the
yeah.
see-through blue. That's cool. I tried getting my hands on the rest of those after the. So the guy who funded those, he
Yeah.
had this indie label,
Oh yeah, I remember
and
this a little bit.
he died.
Oh,
And
R.I.P.
for so their shop is still up.
Oh,
And years ago, I tried contacting them to buy the rest of my records because
Oh.
they were selling them at $2 a pop. I was like, I'll buy the rest of these, but never heard back. So
you're like I had to re-record it, Joe's version, because they're fucking selling my vinyls.
those were
You've got the rights to them. You like give them to me. Give them to me. They're mine.
Those were fun years though.
Yeah.
Making all those records. I still listen to that Bright Light record every so often. That's
I still listen to like the old records I record sometimes. I'm so hypercritical though when I listen back of stuff I did like years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, that's mixing though. I mean that's just learning, growing, and mixing.
I'm with that. I'm like that with most of my stuff. That Bright Light record though, I feel like we couldn't have done that any better at the time.
You know what? It was dope. I think it's great still.
Yeah.
I still listen to stuff recorded back in those days. I'm like, oh, this was sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it was only 4 songs.
Yeah,
but
it was
I
an EP.
feel like we really produced the hell out of that. Like,
Yeah, we worked hard. We dug in and we just did the best we could.
right, we demoed those songs a couple of times. Mateo played drums.
Oh yeah.
You played bass and keys on it too.
Yeah, dude, I forgot Mateo played drums. That's
Yep.
right.
Paul helped us like arrange them.
Wow. That's crazy. Dude, you just reminded me Mateo played drums on that project. Wow. That did turn out pretty dope.
Yeah, that was. I have very fond memories of that one. I feel like that's the. I mean, I was 24 when we did that record, and I'm obviously like more knowledgeable now about like recording techniques and things like that.
As we all are.
But at that time, I felt like a lot of the stuff that we were doing was like mind blowing to me for some reason. I was like, this is like grade A stuff. Like,
Because I was very into it, and
Yeah.
I just was like, that was all about. That was when that was before everybody had like a home studio and stuff.
yeah. I remember we pulled out a pedal steel, right, on that one. We were like, oh, dude, like we're recording a pedal steel. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that was. Oh my God, you're reminding me of all this stuff. Yeah, but it was a lap steel we had at the studio.
Yeah.
It was Shane's, I think. But I was like, oh, I had the slide for it there. I was like,
Yeah.
make it work. That was crazy. I want to go back. Now I'm going to listen to the record.
I listened to it on the way here.
Did you?
I did, because knowing that I was coming here to do this, I put on that record.
Oh man, the nostalgia must have flowed through
it
like
was-
a river.
Yeah, it was great. That song, Oceans Away,
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Dude, that's crazy. It's bringing me right back to it. Oh, that's good. That location I was in Saratoga, oh man, that was an awesome spot to be because you could just walk to food. You could walk right downtown.
Yeah.
It was so close to everything. You don't
Yeah.
have to drive everywhere like an idiot. Like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And then those Cosmonauts records too were a lot of fun.
They
We got
were.
really wacky on those.
Dude, those were definitely whack because I had 3 guitar players and then the normal. So you played bass and
Yep.
sang, and then Garrett was the drummer,
Yep. Bill sang too.
and Bill
Yeah,
sang too.
yep.
So, but 3 guitar players, 2 singers. Other than the 3 guitar players, I
Yeah.
guess it wasn't. But it was a lot of like every guitar player in the band like was like, I'm gonna make a lot of noise guitar player.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna sit back here and just do some like ambient stuff. No, everybody had like cool. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was very layered, that
Yeah.
whole thing. And then we put like horns on it, a trombone. Jake Lavin played a trombone
Dude.
on that.
Yeah. Well, it worked out for what we used it
Yeah.
for. I remember it sounded like I was like, this is cool.
Yeah. And I remember every time Bill had a really wild idea, you would look at him sideways and be like, oh, okay.
Like that.
I guess we'll do that. Like when he told you like, oh,
Did I doubted him.
yeah.
I like all the time.
We were recording one song and he told you he was going to tune his guitar like spaghetti.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're like, what does that mean? He's like, I'm gonna tune it like spaghetti.
Like he's just gonna make all the strings all floppy.
Yeah.
Floppy. Yeah. That's really good in his own right. Honestly,
For sure.
Very talented.
Yeah. I'm still in touch with Bill.
Yeah.
And
He's like a master brewer, right?
yes, and now he's also chairman of the Progressive Party in Middletown.
Oh wow.
If I'm wrong on Middletown, correct me, Bill.
Okay.
But
that's really cool.
yeah.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, very involved with his community.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
proud of
great.
him.
That's funny. Yeah, because I just had Mike Bache from the Sugarhold, and he's like a big Schenectady guy. He's like, super involved in the music scene, and like he works over at the Jive Hive, which does like
They do the live streaming, right?
yeah, they do live streaming. Yeah, so it's pretty cool for bands, and they do it like free of charge.
That's cool.
It's like a guy who just owns his place and he volunteers all his money and and he had all this stuff.
He owns it, or he volunteers
It's a
for it?
privately owned, by this guy Tom. Mikey doesn't own it. He just works there. Definitely helps out. It's a passion project.
Yeah,
one of
that's
those
cool.
things. But if you need a live, live stems and want to do a live show, you can always do it at the Jive Hive.
Yeah, that's really cool that they do that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
That's a cool band too. Sugarhold is a cool band.
Oh, dude, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
I got
like
to
Jesse
record
a lot.
his. Jesse. We talked about Jesse too.
Yeah, I did it. We did our first 3 records.
With Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he produced them for you.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's good at everything. He's good at guitar. He's good at recording. He's good at drums. He's like one of those dudes who just do it all.
Yeah, and like I saw his cover band a couple times down in Saratoga, and they were fantastic.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's in a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Honestly, I'm impressed by that shit. Because he plays with the Sugarhold, the original band, and he plays with a bunch of cover bands too.
Yeah, and he was in the Viking.
Yeah, he was, and he was the guitar player in the
Right.
Viking. He shreds.
He was an On the AM, and one of the lineups of On the AM.
Oh, really?
Too.
But it must have been very brief.
I think so.
Because I remember
When Scotty was still the singer.
Yeah, and his brother,
Yep.
it was Jeff, and Dobbs was bass.
Dobbs. I was trying to think of his last name the other day. I was thinking, yes, he was. Yeah, he played bass. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the other things I have the whole list here, but this happens to me. I feel like all the time because I play acoustic cover gigs. So I mean, like I can take it in stride more, but like when you're playing like your band's music, an original show, and you're getting interrupted, and somebody wants to do a raffle or a birthday shout out,
Yes.
or some kind
that's
of
one of my
shout,
favorites.
some kind of shout out, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. So did Wild Adriatic have a rider?
We did.
Okay. So we have a rider that I rarely use. I only if it's asked, right? Like if somebody asks you for it is when you submit it, really.
Yeah.
But-
See, we always submitted it in the hopes but you wouldn't always get it.
Right. So I put that in our rider this year that
No announcements.
no announcements during our set.
No raffles.
No raffle giveaways, no birthday shout outs,
Well, you kind of have to because you'll be blindsided by some event organizer.
Yep.
They'll be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna hold on a second." And they'll get in the middle of your set and be like, "We got to announce the 50-50. You want to announce it? You want to announce the 50-50 raffle?"
And then everybody collects their raffle prize and then they leave.
Yeah.
What?
And the winner comes up and they're like, "Oh my god, this is
Yeah. So I was
congratulations.
this year, I was asked for our rider maybe a handful of times, and 3 of those times that happened.
wow."
It was 3 festivals that we played. We're in the middle of our set.
Some announcement.
All of a sudden, guy comes up on stage. He's like, "Hey, I got to stop you for a second." "What?" We have to make an announcement." "What announcement?" Just sit tight for a couple minutes.
Sit tight.
Sit tight. And they announced the raffle. Or one time,
Sit tight for a couple minutes.
I was playing this like hardcore like biker festival, and I'm not gonna name it, but we played a 2-hour set, and this guy is he's trying to flag down like the monitor guy.
Oh.
And tells the monitor guy like to talk to the singer. He's like, my daughter just graduated. I want to give him a shout out. And
That's scary.
so I was asked to give. So there's one girl in a graduation gown amongst all these people. So the show was right in front of this hill, hundreds of people, mostly women with their tops off.
Oh, that's a biker.
And and this guy's like, give a shout out to my girl. She just graduated. Okay.
Did you do it?
Yeah, of course.
You're like, she's the one without her tits out. She's got a gown on.
And and then the raffle thing happened. Yeah, twice this year.
Wow. You know, I've never. It's definitely happened. It used to happen a lot more. Like, it happens during like Towns concert series.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time.
And it's not so bad if you're asked beforehand.
Right. If they tell you and you're prepared, like if you have like a break in the set, like, oh, hey, we're going to do one set and then you do another set. That's way better. Do it on the break. But
yeah, like, give the band a heads up about it and don't just interrupt the set for it. That's awkward for everybody.
You don't want to be interrupting because there's a flow. Like when you write a set list, you write set lists, right?
Yeah.
And there's a flow to the set list. And then if they throw in a raffle in the middle of it, it's kind of hard to like
the
focus.
mood's gone.
Well, the mood, especially like your band, that you have a mood on stage, you know, you're trying to,
it's
a
like
raffle does not fit in.
It's like when somebody farts during sex or something, right?
Yeah. It doesn't really fit.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't fit the narrative. Like
huge, big rock and roll chord at the end and be like, hey guys, just step away for a second.
Mood's gone.
We're going to do a 50-50 raffle. It's not the way you made that guy sound. He sounded super crunchy. Like, he was just like, hey, just chill out for a minute. I'm like, you stop chilling out for a minute and let me get back up there and have some energy, huh?
Oh man, that was another show with another weird green room situation. But I digress.
The venues that have the weird or no green room situation are usually the venues that don't have the suitable PA that you need for a band. I mean, that's some of the best clubs.
I know we've all been there.
Have the shittiest sound systems.
Well, remember when we were kids and, we would play like churches and VFWs and stuff?
Anywhere we could.
Like, I always remember showing up to a VFW and they would have like a podium with like a bingo mic.
And you're like, that's not going to do it. It's not going to work.
All 12 bands on the bill are going to use this.
Oh, yeah, we have a mic. Yeah, we have a mic. And it's just this, we have one podium mic. It would overdrive so bad, too, if you like try to sing into a podium mic. Because you're supposed to be talking like this and not yelling or singing loud. Yeah,
we played. So when this band first started playing out of state, we played at this hotel bar somewhere in North Adams, and
Massachusetts.
Yep. And this guy that booked us, he seemed legit, until we showed up to the hotel bar and we had this one mic that was coming through these tiny speakers just mounted in the corner. I mean, where they play like the soft elevator music
where they play
through.
The music.
Yeah, and that's what the whole show came out of.
Oh, that's rough, dude.
4 bands on that bill, I remember.
Oh my god, isn't it crazy? Like the amount of it's crazy because like when we were younger, especially, like it was hit or miss. Whether you were gonna hear yourself was basically 50-50.
Right.
Like you might not hear anything.
Right.
It's like we're playing in the 60s, like Zeppelin style with no monitors and just, hey, I hope it's in tune.
Yep.
Just can't hear a damn thing.
Man, that's some crazy shit. Sometimes I can't believe that like we got away with all that, Like,
I mean, but at the end of the day, I'd be like, did we? Did I even sing in key? Did we play well? Maybe. I hope so. And it wasn't like everyone was recording everything. Right. Then, so,
back, man.
We did it.
When we were younger and we just took whatever gig that we could get.
Dude, when we were playing in the height of the emo era, in the height of everything, and just like, I just remember there being Albany church shows down in basements of churches with like As Tall as Lions and like Dead Poetic and all these random emo bands from like way back when.
I can't. Wow, you just name dropped Dead Poetic. Wow, I would have never guessed you knew who that band was.
Yeah, we played with them.
I used to love that band.
We played with them. Actually, I think that was at like Valentine's or something.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
New Medicine is a cool album.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because the music scene around here was pretty. I mean, there was tons of freaking emo bands.
Yeah. That's all it was back then. The whole Unitarian church scene was all of that.
That was dope.
But that was a cool scene, though, for all of us to cut our teeth in, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why guys like you and I, when we started having like a little bit of success in music, why we like kind of we clutched onto it, you know what I mean? Because we had swallowed so much bullshit for so many years.
We've been playing forever.
Yeah. But that was a cool scene that taught you a lot of values.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember I didn't play a lot of those, but I did sound at a few of them. And I filled in for like band members at a few. And we did play at least one or two. I remember like as Travis Gray and the Frontiers or Wild Adriatic maybe did one.
Yeah.
Too, like in the early days.
Yeah. There was a lot of like, so, I'm a big punk rock music guy. You know what I mean? Like I grew up on punk rock and hardcore and all that. And there are a lot of lessons that you derive out of being part of a scene like that.
Yeah.
Loyalty and the loyalty.
Sorry.
But this whole DIY ethic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you don't rely on others as much and you do as much as you possibly can to self-sustain your music career.
Because when we were coming, it was a time where you really had to be independent and it was just starting to be like that.
Yeah.
Bands were basically, it's like, it was becoming you got to basically do all of the work yourself. And then we can talk about maybe somebody helping you out. But that was like Kid Rock was the last major record deal.
Yep.
I
mean, how many hours did you spend burning CDs? Right?
God. I think I burned through the actual like CD tray because I was burning so many CDs.
What about all those times you were burning a CD and then you realized like 50 records in that you fucked up the track list?
Oh,
the track list order's off.
Oh man, yeah, that would be so devastating and bad. Because I always had a burner too. And I was always just like,
and this was before CD re-recordables.
Yeah, and this was also all illegally downloaded, by the way.
Yeah, like, LimeWire.
Oh, yeah, it was Napster, then it went to LimeWire, then it was Kazaa, then it was torrents, BitTorrent, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we would just broke the law all the time, downloaded movies, music. Yeah. Man, they really got that on lock now. Like, I have 35 subscription, streaming services. I would just hop on Napster and download a full-length film.
Used to be so baller owning all those CDs and DVDs, and now it's...
And you can give them, like, to your friends and stuff.
Use them as coasters now.
I know, that's why, like... So, does your band still print CDs?
We do,
You have to.
You have to. So I'm sure you guys, too. Like, you guys play to a certain, like, demographic that still buys CDs. Like,
yeah, some people want a CD.
So... a lot of people that we encounter at midnight shows are, late 30s, 40s, you know what I mean? And they still buy CDs. People like to have that tangible, physical piece of music, And
vinyl is not cheap. So it's like,
no,
you can have it, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah. We pressed vinyl a couple times and we just couldn't push them quick enough.
Yeah.
So we sat on them forever. And so we still do CDs and, we like what's cool is like when we're on the road, we'll sell 2 or 3 at a time to people. People like buying our whole catalog.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. People love to do that. And if you do a package, that's what we would do. We would do a package deal, like get all of them for this amount, and it would just be a little bit of like a discount.
Yeah,
that's great. And then everyone's got your whole catalog. I mean, the older people, if they have a CD player, great. I've handed a CD to a younger person and be like, how am I supposed to play this? My car doesn't even have a CD player. I'm like, oh shit.
But that's also like that's a cool piece of merch that people like to have signed too.
Always, yeah, yeah, because everyone's like the Sharpie, like you might as well. And it's not as big as a vinyl. It's not as like the thing is the money. A vinyl's going to be like, you're going to have to charge like $25-$30 at least for the vinyl. CD can be like $10, whatever.
When we did vinyls, we did 100 copies, and like people used to like hand number their vinyls, to make them like limited and collectible.
Super limited.
So I used to hand number all of our vinyls.
That's cool.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
So everyone's like, I have one.
So everybody's like, I got one.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Because Midnight Revival Band's number one.
And congratulations, you're number one. Everyone feels special, dude. That's a win-win situation if you ask me. Oh man, oh my God, I have number one. Everyone who's got one. I bet a couple people are pumped about it. Not anymore, maybe if they're watching this, but you know what? You're all number one. That's fine.
That sucks though when you press them, that you have to press them in like the hundreds though. You can't
to make it worth your while.
Yeah. You can't just get away with like a limited run.
Do you listen to vinyl like personally ever? Or are you more of like
I used to, not so much anymore.
See, I used to too. Like when we had our apartment, like we had the vinyl. I haven't set up the record player anywhere here.
Streaming is just so much easier. Like, why not just do it? I mean,
it is. I guess it's more of like a if you want to sit and listen to a whole record all the way through and make it like a thing and have like I'm gonna have a record night.
Who's got that kind of time? Come on, I'm 40 years old.
You know what? I don't have kids. That's why I have that kind of time. Because I feel like most people our age do have kids, and with kids comes lack of time.
It's true.
And I have all this at night. It could be like, I'm going to throw on a vinyl. It's every night's a party. It's not. I go to bed at 9 and fall asleep by 10 and watch shows.
Oh, wow.
I go to bed so early. Dude, I used to stay up till like 3 o'clock.
There is something to be said, though, about going to bed early now, though, at our age. It does feel nice.
Isn't it? It's good, right?
It is good, actually.
What's your, if you're not on the road and if you're home, like chilling for a little bit, what's your like normal bedtime?
Like 11 o'clock is pretty normal
Super
for me.
Healthy.
Yeah, 11 o'clock is pretty good. But there's every now and then, like I'll, go to bed. Like I'll decide to go to bed at like 9 or 9:30. Yeah. And when I do feel so much better. It's
easier to do it in the winter because it gets dark so early.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll look outside at 4 o'clock. I'm like, is it 8 o'clock right now? Like, and I feel like it happens so fast this year.
But I feel a lot better when I do. I need to make more time to do that.
Yeah. I like, no matter what time I go to sleep lately, this has been the most annoying fucking thing ever, by the way. I've been waking up at 5:30 in the morning and like having a really hard time falling back asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I just, 5:30, what is that?
I know. But when you are up and about around that time, it is kind of nice. It feels like the world.
Yeah, it is. And it's quiet. And then I have a school across the street. When the school bus brakes start squeaking, I become enraged. I'm awake already, but rage starts flowing through me. I'm like, you're disrupting my peaceful morning. They're just so squeaking. I don't know why.
Are you a coffee drinker?
I was a big coffee drinker, and then I switched to like this amino drink where you mix it with water because me and coffee, it's like I couldn't stop. I was like addicted to like the sugar aspect of drinking coffee.
There is, I make a pot of coffee at 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning usually.
Yeah.
And
damn.
I know.
See, I'm in denial, and I try to go back. I'm like, get back to sleep. You don't need to be up.
But like after that first cup of coffee, at that point, I'm done. I can take on the day, do whatever,
That's great. Yeah.
But,
see, I have a caffeine drink. It's an amino drink. It's just like whatever. It's like a pre-workout thing. You put in your water and you just mix it up. It's like 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot less than I used to drink. Mm-hmm. So that's the other thing. It's like, I don't want to be awake at all at that time.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up and I look at the clock and it's like 5 something, I'm like, I'm frustrated. Because I'm like, well, I guess I shouldn't have gone to bed at 10. I'm like, because I got enough sleep. Why am I mad? This is so stupid. I can't stop waking up early.
I reached that era of my life where I'm now an evening coffee drinker too.
So it doesn't affect, you can go to sleep and be okay.
I can sleep just fine. But like there is something nice now about like a cup of coffee.
Dude, I remember being a kid and the adults would always have dessert and coffee. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear that.
My brothers always did that. Like, I mean, they were always drinking coffee at night, and I was like, I can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
This is weird.
They're substantially older than you though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah. God. See, I was when I was drinking coffee, I could literally drink it all day long and not be like, man, I can't get to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those, like, it's more of like, I was getting fat off sugary coffee because I don't like black coffee.
I can drink black coffee. I don't prefer it.
Are you like a small amount of sugar and cream guy?
No, I'm a lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar.
I do a thing where if I'm at Cumby's getting a coffee, right, and I'm if it's one of those, like, if they don't have the sugar machine, but
Yeah.
they just have the
Just the packets?
No, like if they have the
the container.
the containers, right?
Yeah.
I do a thing where when I'm pouring the sugar, I have to count 8 seconds in my head, like
Holy-
8 seconds worth of sugar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how
that's
much
enough.
that is. We gotta
I
test
don't know,
that.
but those sugar packets. There's no way one of those little packets is a teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, there's no way.
I mean,
so you end up putting like 15 of those in a coffee
for
'cause
you,
you're like,
who's
"Ugh."
an 8-second holder. Yeah, that's they probably don't even have that many sugar
No, I like my
packets.
coffee sweet though.
Apparently,
Yeah.
8 seconds is a long time. Holy shit, to be holding. I'm just thinking of like, because it's not just like sprinkling out; it's like pouring in a steady stream of sugar.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
It reminds me of venues who take merch percentages, which is bullshit.
That is bullshit. And that too is always a surprise. They always spring it on you at the end. Didn't
It's
tell
just-
anything about it.
With local bands, especially regional bands, I'm just like, we're getting that's rape.
Yeah, I literally just dealt with that. We were playing this place in Roanoke. It was kind of like it was like an Alive at 5 thing. It was like a community organized concert series, and we got there, loaded in. We were in the merch tent, and then that's when somebody was like, "Oh well, hey, we're gonna take 20% of your your soft goods and 15% of your recorded material." And I'm like, what the fuck?
I hate it, dude. I don't know. There's some normalcy that came about it in like some venues and stuff, but I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I chose not to pay it. We right after everything was done, like, we packed up our shit and hauled ass.
We've had
to
do that. We've had to do that a ton of times, and you got to count it out with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, how on earth can they keep track of what you sold? Like, am I supposed to prove to you, like, how many
like
CDs
they
sold?
want to like you to count the shit out before and then count it out after. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Luckily, Rich dealt with like that a lot. Like, he's a lot better at dealing with that kind of stuff. But it's really you kind of just accept it because you get used to it, and they've normalized it, and then our standards just keep
at the end of the
lower.
day, you didn't really make any money because you spent that money in gas getting there.
And why did they need to take that too?
Right.
They're already getting like everything.
Right.
We're barely getting anything.
Yeah.
And this is the one thing. This is the one way we actually make any kind of money.
That's how they keep you at your standard $200 a show rate for the rest of your career.
And that's the problem. It's like, and this is why, playing original music, you expect to get paid less because
there ain't no money in original music.
you gotta love it. You really gotta love doing it, and you gotta want it. You gotta put in the time and the effort.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time and effort.
It is,
especially now, dude.
Yeah, and you gotta get everybody in your crew everybody on your team to buy into it,
right? Because you're all content creators now too.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, I mean, what's cool, and I will say, like, with your band and with Wildly Dramatic and stuff, is like having an older demographic is nice.
For sure. Those people will always be willing to buy merch.
And they like live music.
They like coming to live music. Like, they don't mind paying a little extra, you know what I mean, for a ticket.
Right. They like to support, which is, obviously that's how we live.
Right. I mean, those are people with like just more, expendable income.
Yeah. And they're also, some of them are from a time where it was just so different than how, like, I see young bands like just going on TikTok and they're literally like, I'm like, these kids are literally like little filmmakers. They feel like they have to create skits. You have to make skits and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when we were just musicians and just had to play shows and be like, in MySpace and shit?
Yeah. You had to put up like a MySpace bulletin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get people out to your shows. Yeah.
It was like catered to bands.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like, it was so good for bands. I don't know.
Yep. Every band had a MySpace, and you always, if your band, saved your gig money, you can hire somebody to do the coding for you.
Soup it up.
To soup up your MySpace page, give you a cool banner.
Yeah.
Like attach your Twitter feeds to it.
Yeah, just make it look, it had like a custom look to it. You could do it really well if somebody knew what they were doing.
Yep. And, you had to line up your top 8 just perfully.
Oh, yeah. And they made top 16.
I know. That's when MySpace
It started going down.
Yeah, it started going down. Went from 8 to 16.
It's just unbelievably how hard hit like social media band wise. When everyone switched to Facebook, it was devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, dude, MySpace, they signed artists. There was MySpace Records.
Yeah.
Sherwood, Kate Vogel.
Sherwood. Oh my gosh.
And somebody else maybe. But those were the two I remember. Because we played with Kate Vogel once. I don't even remember what band I'm talking about. The Loyalty maybe. But Sherwood, they were always pushing that band. They had a record label.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't hard with MySpace to have one of your shitty home recorded songs hit like 10,000 plays.
Dude, it was
in just a couple of months.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could book tours with MySpace. I would basically route out venues and would search what shows were happening already.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to try to put on a show. I'd be like, no, I'm going to see if I can get a support slot or support somebody who's local. And I was able to just fucking book tours right on MySpace.
Yep.
That was crazy.
It was so pure.
It was
pure. So pure back then. Everything's so convoluted now. There's too much.
It was so pure volume. Remember Pure Volume?
Yeah. Yep.
That was another.
Bands were getting signed off Pure Volume too. Yeah. Like, Fall Out Boy, right? They were like, no, Mayday Parade.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. They were called Kid Chicago.
Whoa.
And then they put their record on Pure Volume and got signed off of that. And then they became Mayday Parade.
That's insane. That's like how Sherwood, they got signed off of MySpace for being on MySpace.
Yep. See, we didn't have a whole lot back then. So we really utilized what we had to its fullest.
It was great because there was just one social media aspect to focus on. It wasn't Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, Truth Social, all this shit, just everything. There's so many fucking social
and
media.
You only had like one, one place to pay attention to with your streaming numbers, and that was MySpace.
Yeah.
And
maybe you had a good day on Pure Volume.
Yeah. If you were a really cool band, if you were huge, you had a song on iTunes.
Oh. Yeah.
If you were Honor Bright.
But then with CD Baby and TuneCore, all that stuff was we can put our stuff up on iTunes.
TuneCore, yeah, I know, man.
Yeah. They're still around.
I know.
It's not the same, but everyone uses DistroKid now, I hear.
Yeah, I use DistroKid.
Is that what you guys use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, with TuneCore, they used to charge you with $30 to host your record every
I think
year.
It's per release too.
Yeah, per release and you had to renew it every year.
Yeah.
With DistroKid.
Yeah, we used to use years ago.
It's like $10 for an unlimited amount of music under one name.
Yeah. You know who's still around too? CD Baby.
CD Baby's still around?
Yeah.
How are they making money?
They do the distribution, but I don't know who's anyone who's you guys gotta get CD Baby. Oh my God. It's so good now.
Wow.
They're still around somehow. But even when I was looking into distribution for the podcast, I was just curious to see. It's totally different, but it's just weird to see how far that stuff has come. And since there's competition, you can get a lot better of a deal for your distribution. Because not only does Spotify take all our streaming money, because then there's these distribution companies that take money too.
Yes.
So.
Yep. You make pennies off the dollar.
Nah, 0.00001.
I had one of my songs a couple years ago. We got it was 56,000 plays in a couple of weeks, and I made $11.
That's
BMI cut me a check for $11.
That's crazy. Yeah. The only reason I get any kind of ASCAP money is just from licensing music that I make and do for that specific reason. It's ridiculous though. For the Wild Adriatic stuff, it's and it's been played in the Bills game. It's been used for a couple things, but it's not good. It's not a lot of money unless you cut a deal with a beer company.
Yeah.
Then you're I got a $20,000 commercial deal. They're going to use my song in their, national commercial. That's great. That's a great spot to get, but shit's hard.
I know. You and I actually, we got placed together on a video game soundtrack once, didn't we? Yeah.
NASCAR Heat.
Yeah, we were on NASCAR Heat together. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's hilarious.
That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty cool. Why not, right?
Yeah. We're immortalized on an Xbox game.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We did the next one too.
So did I. Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All American Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there's a couple games out there. We're hanging out. Joe and I are hanging out in some video games right now. Just play NASCAR Heat.
I can't remember which one, but one of those games had Greta Van Fleet on it too.
Oh, really?
On the same soundtrack. It might have been NASCAR Heat.
Man, us and Greta Van Fleet.
Just wild.
Led Zeppelin 2. This is the second time I talk shit about Greta Van Fleet right there on this podcast.
Really?
I mean, they're not bad. They're just literally straight ripoff of Led Zeppelin.
I mean, you're a big Led Zeppelin guy, though. So,
I mean, I do. I'm a fan of the actual Led Zeppelin.
So you can really tell when somebody's ripping them off.
Well, I mean, you've listened to Led Zeppelin before.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you hear Greta Van Fleet, you don't.
No, totally.
Right.
But you hear the more nuanced stuff, though, because you're a huge fan.
Well, the singer had the nerve to say that he was yeah, we like Aerosmith. And come on, bro. What are you doing?
Not really. Come on.
Bro, it's you can like Aerosmith too, but we know that you guys are trying to sound like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Let's stop pretending.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I like the music. It's cool, but it's just do your own thing.
Yeah. Didn't you guys used to do Led Zeppelin for Halloween shows?
Yeah.
You guys were Dead Zeppelin, right?
Yes, we did Dead Zeppelin.
Yeah.
We actually kept doing Zeppelin sets, but they were actual Zeppelin cover sets of just Led Zeppelin songs. On the Rock Boat, we did a late night Led Zeppelin set.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And that's how we solidify it. That's how I feel that's how we kept getting invited back. And it's just that little cool thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that helps you solidify your spot on a festival or something.
Yep.
Doing a late night cover set. So, but
my guitar player Dylan, he's got gout right now. I just saw him the other day. I felt so bad for him. His foot literally looks like he's got glass shards coming out of it right now.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's with him. It gets so rough. We were having a laugh about it. We got together on Monday. We were recording, and he was telling me about just his past week and how it's been with the gout.
It hurts.
Yeah, and he's telling me that how he did some research on it, and because a lot of it comes from eating rich foods and stuff.
Yeah, if a lot of beef. Some of it can be from alcohol, like beer.
Yeah, yeah. And he was telling me how he did some research and found out that hundreds of years ago that if you're in the wealthy class, you know what I mean, that they would they would throw it in people's faces when they had gout, basically to be fuck you, peasant. While they're dragging their feet, you know what I mean? Because it having clout basically gave you more status than others, and
damn,
you had gout clout.
Clout.
So we're fucking dying talking about gout clout.
So I'm fancy if I have gout. Oh yeah, that dude. I mean, you can't. It must hurt. It's so bad to try to put any kind of pressure on that or walk on that foot for him right now.
Oh yeah.
I literally have a knee scooter for when I had a gout flare up, and I don't have them anymore because I started that stuff, the allopurinol, which is actually, he should check that out. It's pretty dope.
No, he is on.
He's on.
Yeah.
And then like if you have a flare up, they have you take this stuff called colchicine.
Mm-hmm.
So that usually works for me like in a couple days. It's like a goddamn miracle. Because without that, I was like,
Man.
just sheets can't touch your toe when you're going to bed. Let's put it that way. That's how bad it hurts. It's
Yeah, he was saying
painful.
like when he's in the shower, just the water from the shower hitting it like it
hurts.
Yeah. Oh my God,
You can't
I can't
touch
imagine.
it. You cannot touch it. So, other than like having your guitar player having like a horrible case of gout right now, what would you say the hardest part of being a leader of the band is?
The hardest part is like I think maybe when I'm really bought into an idea or a vision and I convince everybody to follow me and see it through to its end, only for it to come crashing down and be a massive disappointment.
Oh,
and
no.
then, having to look at everybody and be like, hey, thanks for trusting me. I'm sorry I fucked everybody over. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, but that's taking risks and chances and creativity.
I'm very fortunate that we've had a lot of lineups in my band, and this lineup has lasted the longest.
Yeah.
And I am with a great group of guys that trust me, and even if they don't see the big picture, sometimes they trust that I have the best interest of the band in mind all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty quick to admit failure. And
if you're gonna play in a band for this many years, you got to know how to take failure on the chin.
yeah. But I'm in a group right now with guys that are willing to sacrifice a lot for the greater good.
You have to if you want to try to do it at all.
It's true.
Yeah.
You share in each other's successes and in each other's failures.
Yeah.
And you kind of all eat shit together. And
It's true, and that's part of the camaraderie though, is it's not just the success and like, hey, we nailed it, you guys. It's the we can commiserate together about this. Hey, this sucked. That was a shitty show. That fucking sucked, man. And you can sit in the van and just be like, yeah. Hey, at least we're in it together.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that maybe another hard thing about leading a band is how far you're willing to take it at each year. The older you get, like how much more are you willing to put into this level? The older that you get, because let's admit it, like when we start hitting, middle age,
we're there.
and you can't, you don't have enough money to pay a car payment or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, you're like, okay, like maybe I should have just, asked for a higher guarantee, or maybe I should have not played the show and went to work. Like, at the end of the day, I don't really have any regrets about anything.
Yeah, no,
but
you do it because you feel it's like a drive of like you have to.
You just have to, and it's something that nobody will understand except for you. So
yeah, except for the people that have the thing.
Yeah,
you have this thing, and it's kind of like an obsession. You're just like, yeah, I have to do this, and it feeds your soul. And
yep,
you have to write, and you have to create, and play shows, and keep playing. Because if you don't, it's like a shark. If I stop swimming, I'll die.
Yeah. I try to stay really busy in the wintertime because we're not actively playing a whole lot of shows every winter, and
nobody is.
We try to stay as productive as possible, and we still get together all the time. And so winter's like our writing season.
Yeah, that's good.
And we get together and we write and we demo all winter long because we put out a record almost every year.
That's great.
So
you have to now.
Yeah. So in between writing a record, and we're kind of at that point now where like we write without like rehearsing as a full band. I mean, we'll write some things, demo them, and then a lot of times we create the song in the recording process.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to start playing those songs live, that's when we kind of learn them.
That's I feel like it's more common than people say. That happens, like that's got to be most of recorded music.
So that's what we're doing now, and we do it every winter. And then my bass player and I,
you guys are tracking it yourselves now, right?
Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's
your bass player's doing the track. He's
Yep.
Yeah, because He came in to the shop. I think I was visiting Paul one day, and they were just chatting.
Yeah, Paul mastered our record.
Paul mastered your stuff.
And you did a great job.
Yeah, dude, he's got an amazing rig over there now.
Yeah. I mean, Paul's always been so talented.
Yeah, he's got a great ear.
He does.
Like especially with this stuff, like because he's helped me with a bunch of projects for different kinds of stuff too, just like random licensing stuff for commercials. Like he mastered all Wild Adriatic's last record, and
that's actually what sold us on having him master ours.
It's hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude. I just knew what he had going on. I was so hyper confident that he can, like, the fact that, like, what he says to me, he's like, what if, like, isn't this a little, I'm like, God damn it.
I know.
You're right. It is a little, because he'll, like, help you with the mix.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be like,
you didn't hear that little cymbal flare before? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's great. He's got a really great ear.
Yeah. When we were shopping it around, we weren't sure who we wanted to master it. And then I listened to your last record.
Yeah.
And asked Paul about it. And Paul,
he made it, dude. It just brings it.
Yeah, he walked me through some of his stuff. And
it's that extra, like, 15%. I mean, and he even says, like, too, like, his gear, and he's like, he's a big outboard gear guy. He's got tons of outboard gear. And plugins are great, don't get me wrong, and they make recording and mixing accessible to everybody. But with hardware, you're getting even if it's an extra 8%, 10%, you're getting a unique. The thing is, transistors in, like, analog equipment, they're different in each piece of hardware. So you're getting a unique sound every time you use a different piece of hardware and how it's being pushed. When you're using a plugin, it's literally the same thing every time.
Yep. So
you're getting a sound, especially in a day and age where people are making songs out of AI, which is music that's already been created. You're getting something that's unique and that's running through an actual, like, diode and an actual transistor and real tubes. And, like, that's it. Definitely, there's like it's like it adds this little 10% sparkle
for sure.
Even he'll say, like, I would trust him to do it without all the hardware. Honestly, he could do it in the box with a laptop, and I'd be like, I know it's going to sound great. But having that stuff, holy shit, dude! Yeah, it's just like another level.
And Paul is like he is an actual artist.
Oh yeah.
I've always seen him as like the Kurt Cobain type, like an amazing songwriter and just believer in music that nobody ever discovered. He's just so, like, he looks at music differently than
he's just really
anybody
talented.
that I
That's
know.
why we always just melded together.
Yeah, I think of Bill Hunsinger that way too. Like, he just looks at music differently.
Yeah. He's honestly with his with his ear and the mastering stuff he's doing now, I'm like, this is perfect. The mastering thing is perfect for him because of his attention to detail. I mean, he's a great songwriter too. He sends me, like, demos and stuff, and I'm like, God damn, dude. I sent him a meme earlier that said, guys who aren't releasing their music, they're like, yo, these are my emotional support unreleased songs. I'm like, that's you. This is you. Because he's got so much good music that needs to be released.
I know. I tell him that every year.
Yeah.
He'll usually shoot me over a bundle of songs.
Yeah. And you're like, God damn, just.
Yeah. And I tell him all the time, like, bro, like, what?
That's another hard part about being, like, a perfectionist too.
Yeah.
It's like, when is this done? He's like, I don't want to release shit. And I'm like, part of me is like, he makes a good point. If you're going to do it the best possible way you can. It's hard.
Yeah.
But he's got that ear that makes things frustrating because it's like, oh, I can hear every little fucking thing.
Yeah. So yeah, this was our first, like, foray into recording on our own. And, we're going to do it again. But as far as gigging and stuff, we don't really gig unless it's my bass player and I do, like, a covers duo.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
And we fill up the wintertime doing great. Covers. We're called Sunnyvale.
Sunnyvale.
You get that reference?
Yeah.
So yeah, we do a lot of those. And then we really start gigging hard in the spring and summer. And then we tour every fall.
Yeah, falls in the. You don't want to tour when it's snowing.
No.
I remember doing
I'm gonna
that.
be. So next year we're gonna be doing a December tour. We've never done a winter tour before, but we're gonna do it.
I mean, honestly, this has been a crazy December. It's been more snow than usual in December. But once it gets into January, February, and we were on tour and stuff, I'd be like, and if we weren't in Florida or something, I'd be like, oh my God, we would be driving through some shit.
Dude, yeah. I had never been to Florida in my life until a couple years ago when we were on tour.
Yeah.
The first time I'd ever gone to Florida, and I was playing a show.
Yeah.
And this was in the middle of March, and on the way home, we hit a huge snowstorm. So it's crazy hanging out in Clearwater at the beach, shirt off, and then driving all the way back home through a snowstorm.
It's like weather. It's
horrible.
like culture shock, but for like weather.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this sucks. And then you're like, oh my God, it's so cold here.
But yeah, we're gonna do our first winter one coming up this next year. We're going out with Scotty Austin.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Doing a support slot.
Yeah.
Very cool. What's something that everybody thinks is glamorous about being in a band, especially at this level, that is just, it's not at all?
Well, it's not very hygienic. You're sharing close quarters with a bunch of guys who probably only have like 2 shirts that they brought on the whole trip.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, you don't eat very well. We talked about green rooms earlier. There's never any fucking food in a green room.
That's the problem.
Except for chips and hummus. So you don't eat. You eat a lot.
You're
of
lucky
shit.
if it's hummus.
Yeah. So you eat a lot of shit, and then you do a lot of shitting.
You really, yeah. It's unfortunate, and you have to be in the van while you need to do the shitting sometimes.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to go do the shitting.
I shit my pants a couple years ago in the van.
Dude, damn. First of all, I feel like everybody, if an adult says they haven't shit their pants, they're lying.
Every guy in my band, I think, except for Chris Becker, has shit their pants at least once in that van.
And he's lying. But that's what I'm saying. It's like it happens. It's happened to me. It happened to me in Europe. It happened to Matteo in Europe. Oh, I shouldn't be calling him out. But I mean, it's happened like a handful of times in my adult.
Yeah.
I was at in Manchester, Vermont, like, I don't know, in 2019. I was chatting with keyboard player Dustin. I'm just talking, and I'm like, oh, I got a fart. And I go to fart, and I'm like, that was poop.
This is a dangerous game.
That's hot. Yeah. But this is where, like, I'm super prepared with clothes and stuff. I bring tons of clothes, as much as I can pack. So I have tons of t-shirts, tons of underwear. Yeah, you don't know when you're going to shit
I always
your
bring
pants.
extra underwear.
You got it.
Yeah, I always bring extra underwear and socks, but I don't bring a whole lot of anything else. I bring like 4 shirts.
Yeah. I mean, it depends how long you're gone for, but like, I mean, we've had the tours where you got to you have to do laundry. You just have to, because you can't, you don't have that many clothes. So you're out for like a month or whatever.
Yeah. But there is no like real rock star status of any kind. I mean, you travel all day long just to hang out at the venue for hours.
They want you there. Hurry up and wait.
Yep. And then you play a 30-minute set, and then you meet a couple people, sell a couple t-shirts, and then you do it all over again. So that's the glamorous life of being in a traveling band. You're a glorified t-shirt salesman.
Unless you can find somebody to do your merch for you.
Yeah, but you know what?
Then you still got to be over
You
that.
might have to pay that person too, though. I mean, that's one more person that will have to share your food and your living quarters.
God
so
damn it.
do everything yourself.
See, this is why you need the tour manager who sells the merch, actually manages the tour, gets everybody up at the right time. Basically takes the mental load off.
Yeah. Well, that's for the most part like me and Rob.
Right, but you're in the band.
Right.
I mean, I know other tour managers who are like, even like Turquoise. They're like they were a pretty big band, but like they had like 10 people. But the trumpet player and he played keyboards. He was also the tour manager.
Yeah,
it's just interesting because like it's and Matteo would do the tour managing, like before, and then we got Shmuel to do it for a while. But it was a lot. It's a lot easier when you have somebody to do.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Who's like, hey, I want to go check into the hotel, or like we're going here to do that, or like we're doing this, like we got to go by this time, or like, hey, you guys need to stop like smoking weed and we gotta go. Like, hey, there's a cop behind us, put the bowl down. You know, so
That's
like
the tour manager's job.
Yeah, any drug charges come on the tour manager. No, we got guns pointed straight at us in Texas one time.
What?
Yeah, because we were eating at this place called Jason's Deli. It's like a chain in the South, and our van, it was just in the lot, and so we got in the van from when we got out of Jason's Deli, and we started driving away, and then sirens all around us, and they blocked us in. Like we had to pull over, and then like guns drawn. They're like, step out of the car, step out of the car. They had a dog sniffing the van, and they're like, our dog smelled narcotics. I'm like, no, it didn't.
Just a matter of fact.
I'm like, your dog smelled weed. Your dog did not smell narcotics. There are no narcotics in this vehicle. So I don't know how, but luckily they let us go. Maybe it's because they know we're not coming back. We're not coming. And they're like, you're not in Colorado yet. That's what they threw away all the weed stuff. And luckily we didn't even get like a ticket or anything, but like, maybe I think they were like maybe felt a little bit bad about like the guns drawn. Like
that's
we're like, we're a band,
yeah,
not a drug cartel.
Crazy, yeah,
yeah. I was like, this is scary. So I didn't like that.
Damn.
Yeah, Texas, man. Have you guys done anything in Texas yet?
No.
You will though.
No. Yeah, we will at some point.
You know what I would skip? South by Southwest.
Is that still a thing?
Exactly.
Is that still a thing? Yeah.
You know, I would skip out on that. I don't know. Is it something that bands still like do?
I don't think so.
We were doing it in 2014, 2015, but now it's 10 years on.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah. It's like
Warped Tour's back though.
What
Weird.
the fuck? Yeah.
So weird.
Warped Tour's back. I follow Travie McCoy on Instagram. He
Yeah.
does emo nights.
Okay.
He had a huge hit though.
Yeah.
That Cupid's chokehold or whatever.
Yeah, the one with where you're sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
Take a look at my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the one. It was
She's
an
the
old.
only one I got.
Who's that original song by though? Because that's not.
I don't know.
It's some older band or some shit. So what's one mistake that you made early on that you would never repeat now?
I'd probably chill out a bit on like some of the wilder like behavior. You know, like was it necessary for me to like, you know, take somebody's beer out of their hand and down it while I'm on stage? I mean, is it that?
Yeah,
like, is it necessary for me to smoke on stage? I mean, like,
yeah, that's fair.
There's some things that I've done where I'm like, oh my gosh, like what was I trying to prove? You know what I mean?
We're all we're young.
Yeah. I was standing on somebody's bar one night, and there's this dude, he's just having a great time. He's holding his beer, you know. And I just looked down and I grabbed his beer out of his hand, and then I downed it. Yeah. And then I lit up a cigarette.
What did he do? What did he look like?
No, he's just
was he like yeah.
Yeah, he was enjoying it. He's like, this is cool, man.
So that could have gone either way, but well, like he was like, that's so fucking rock and roll.
But there's and it was fun for the time, and I'm sure it made an impression, but looking back, I'm like, damn, I could have chilled out a little bit.
That's the sleaze of the rock /
yeah, it's been a little bit more professional. But
you know what? I not in the same way, but like you're like more bold and more is it mean in your 20s? I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Not mean, but like
I didn't care as much.
Not thinking as much.
So like the band's been around now for 11 years. And
2014 is when you started.
Yeah.
Right?
No, well, technically 2013.
We
recorded a record with you in 2013.
Right.
That like never came out. But remember that Quick and the Dead record?
Yeah, what?
That was basically Midnight Revival Band.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the early formation.
That was the start of Midnight Revival.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I don't know what I was trying to prove by being such a like bold front man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
something. I guess trying to stand out.
I think what I would do is probably take more risks, like in the vein of like touring. I probably would have started earlier,
Yeah.
and taken more chances, kind of just going out on a limb
Yeah.
in that sense, rather than waiting until it felt safe and waiting until the stars lined up, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it costs a lot, like not just financially.
I just feel like those were wasted years as a young man, you know?
they're not wasted. You didn't waste your years.
Not waste my years per se, but like, you know, I didn't start really touring until, you know, late 30s. So
I mean,
I
most
should
people
have started
never
early.
start.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like, you do it when I mean, some people didn't start touring until they were 40, like at all. So it's when you're ready. It's when you can. It's when you feel like I mean, who knows what would have happened if you had gone out in those early years in your 20s?
Yeah.
Who the fuck, you know, you just
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, there's been things that have happened to me and stupid stuff I've done on the road where I could have gotten in serious stupid trouble, especially like in Europe. I fucking threw we were driving in like our tour manager was driving us in Europe, and some guy was driving like a total asshole and cutting us off. It was terrible. And I was, I was going through some stuff in my life at this point, and I had a apple fritter like that was just sitting in the van from the day before. I grabbed it and I was like in the front seat, and like in the Sprinter vans, there's a lot of room, so you can get a good throw.
Uh-huh.
We drive by this guy because he's in one lane and we're going by. I drive by and I fucking chuck the apple fritter right out the window, and it hits his driver's window, and it just explodes, and there's apple shit all over the place. So I'm like, I got him, and I'm like, yeah, now we're done. He'll fuck off. That was not the case. This guy would not leave us alone. He chased us down. He tried to he trapped the van. It's a huge van. If you can trap it easily. He entrapped the van. He called the cops. So the German police
Oh my gosh.
come over. Literally, they're like, "What is this? What is this?" And I'm like,
Was ist das? Polizei.
"Du hast." I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
apple fritter.
I'm like, "You guys are Rammstein?" But this is the most German thing I've ever seen, though, is how the cop handled it. I'm like, listen, this guy, he was driving like ridiculously. He was being really dangerous. So I was like, I just tossed a pastry as a friendly reminder that, hey, you're driving is dangerous, and you could put people in danger. And he's like, okay. He takes my report. He takes my passport. I'm like, great. Now I'm a fucking criminal in Germany. And then he goes over to the guy's car. He sees with the apple fritter stuff. He puts his fucking fingers in it. He wipes his fingers in it, and he licks his finger.
No.
He licks his finger. He goes, "It's apple. This is pastry. This is a pastry." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's an apple fritter."
That's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "This is ridiculous." And he gets mad at the guy who called the cops. He goes, "This is ridiculous. This is children here?" He's like, "This is a pastry." And the guy's like, "Oh, I can't understand what he's saying." It wasn't even Germany. This guy was from Morocco. I'm like, this is the most random thing that's ever happened to me. And then he gave me back my passport. He's like, "Okay, have a good day." I'm like, that was weird. That was really weird, man.
What a weird encounter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's an insane, weird thing that happened to me.
But that guy could have gotten into a car accident, though, and
He could have
spun out. And
I think
hit
I
somebody.
saved a lot of lives.
He could have killed somebody else.
I saved a lot of lives that day.
It was just a pastry.
It really was. Yeah. But imagine if I was like, what if the drivers win? Gross, bro. Like, ew, that's still the outside of a car, dude. There's probably bird shit in there. Like, what if the window was open when I threw it, though? Because it exploded all over his fucking window. Like, if it hit him, like, in the face and, like, he lost his eye, I'm like, I'd be, like, fucked. That was dumb.
We all of us collectively mooned a guy once who cut us off on the Northway. We all just stuck our bare asses up against the window, and you had fucking 4 moons passing this dude.
That's like like from a movie, you know?
I'm sure I had dingleberries too.
You're like, I know I had dingles. I know. And maybe a hemorrhoid.
I'm sure Al's ass had a cigarette between the cheeks.
It would be cool if he could actually make it smoke. Like, one of those people, they have the power. Like, if you fart control.
Like that cartoon that used to be on Adult Swim. It was like the detective that was an ass and he smoked. What was that called?
Oh my God, what was that? It was like, and then the Family Guy had that bit with the butt. It was just an ass.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm getting them all mixed up. Early 2000s cartoons.
Yeah,
From
there was
Adult
definitely
Swim.
an Adult Swim one where it was a fucking detective that was an ass.
It's just a butt.
He was just a butt.
And he smoked cigs out of the crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Dude, I can't. What a weird. We grew up in a great time. I mean, our before TikTok and
We had enough accessibility, to things.
we were pioneers of the internet.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
always say. We pioneered that
Yep.
shit. Like we pioneered the shit out of the internet. And you could do there were no laws yet. The internet was new.
Yep.
That's why we downloaded all that free stuff and Lars Ulrich got so mad. He got so pissed off that I look back on that now and
He
I'm
was
like,
right. In a way, he was right.
you're right. He
Yeah.
was right.
Yeah.
And we were all like, what a fucking asshole. What a fucking piece of shit. He's like, I just want to be paid for the music my band's making. We're like, now I'm like, oh. Oh, yeah. And now we have Spotify. And it's crazy,
Yeah.
man, from where we start. I feel like it's so much technology from like when we started playing music to now. Like, I feel like this shift has been such an immense, it's the biggest shift in like music industry history.
Oh, yeah.
Record labels disappeared. Independent artists started becoming way more of a thing. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
The smartest thing that anybody could have done was try to own their masters before that became a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because really, if you think about it, the labels kind of still are making their money.
Yeah.
If they own the masters, I mean, I feel like Taylor Swift did it the right way.
She re-recorded everything.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple bands that went that route. I think Emery went that route too.
Oh, really?
They re-recorded a bunch of their albums.
Scene band from the
I know. So if we got all of them.
I got an Emery shirt that had flowers like all over.
Oh, wow.
That was dope.
Yeah. I think they went that route too. I think they
re-recorded?
They re-recorded The Question.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, hey, you know what though? If you're a legacy band like that,
Yeah.
especially like, that's how you're making like some of your money,
Right.
like, and you need it.
And then you got all those guys that are shitting on these bands that are doing their 10-year anniversary tours or their 20-year anniversary tours. Well, you know what? A lot of those bands, they probably paid like $6,000 to make that record out of pocket.
Yeah.
Then the label probably bought that record for $8,000. So they
Yeah.
really made $2,000 off of it. Then that record probably sold 1 million copies.
A lot of those like smaller labels
Yeah.
at the time were like giving like these bands these terrible
Right.
deals where
So-
they were poor.
Yeah.
They were national bands, nationally known, and had no money.
Yeah. And then if they do, now that they own their masters again and they go on their 10-year anniversary tour, 20-year anniversary tour, people shit all over them saying, "Oh, it's just a big money grab." Well, they never made any
need
money
some
off
money.
of it. Yeah, they never made money on it to begin
Can
with.
they have a little? Can they have a little bit of money? It's like, yeah, and people, you know what though? People will go. Our people our age, they want to go see those shows. It's
awesome.
nostalgic as shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you want to see? Oh, my favorite band from when I was fucking 13. Who doesn't want to?
Yeah.
Who's not going to revel in that?
Right.
So it's a win-win. Make your money. You deserve it because you got fucked. In my opinion, a lot of these bands, especially like scene bands, drive-through bands, fueled by ramen bands,
Yep.
other than a couple.
Tooth and nail bands.
Tooth and nail, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, these guys made no money. They made
No.
no money.
No, they got the worst deals ever.
If you're people's hero and you have no money, that's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So labels don't pay a band to make a record, typically until that band puts out their second one.
Yeah.
Their first record is paid for by the band itself most of the time.
If
and then,
you want to even think about getting on a label now,
why? Yeah,
which you don't.
Yeah.
But if you did, you just want to, they care about your TikTok numbers, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
TikTok numbers, Instagram numbers, streaming numbers. It's like I said, everyone's got to be an actor now and make skits.
Right.
They're like, guess who the drummer is? And I see, dude, I mean, I see even national bands that I've played with. I see them doing the skits. I see a lot of, I mean, I love skits. Don't get me wrong. I love a good skit comedy show. But like when I feel like a band is, I can see them pushing and forcing themselves into a world they don't want to be in.
Right.
It's just, I'm like, why? They shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah. I never succumbed to the TikTok craze with my band.
No, we didn't either, but recently it's become just enormous.
Yeah. I mean, as new social media platforms came out, I was always kind of late to sign up on them anyways. Yeah. So I'm like the dumb guy in the band who doesn't know how to do anything with any of these platforms. But like things like TikTok or what was it before that? Vine?
Oh yeah, Vine was before that. It was like short form.
Yeah, I don't have the wherewithal to like come up with something funny for 30 seconds, to get your attention, to somehow, get you tuned in with my band.
Literally, that's like why, I mean, I use it, but I just post I post these clips and just in hopes that people will be like, oh, I can relate to that shit. And I will go check out the podcast and, oh, I feel like I'm talking to my friends in the living room.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just be interested in the process of all the bullshit of that we deal with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Oh, man. I feel like I had something else on this list that I really had to talk about.
Please lay it on me.
Let me see it. I try not to come prepared, but I'm old now. I'm 40 years old. I sometimes have to write things down.
Do you need your glasses? You got reading glasses?
Oh, man.
Please.
Hey, how much do you love it when non-lyricists try to tell you how to write lyrics? Well, I guess let's start with this. Like, how did you guys write songs?
Well, it depends. We have co-written lyrics, and I've written songs where I've just written the lyrics myself.
Yeah.
So we have done co-writes, especially with like more of the recent stuff. But usually, like before that, I would flesh them out. Like if it was a song we wrote like with the band, it was riff related. I would be like, okay, I'll get a rough like. I would sing phonetically, just like what
I do the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like every singer does that. They just don't know how to say, hey, I just go blah, 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 and say random words, nonsense. Basically say nonsense that's phonetically close to what I want the melody and the words to sound like. And then I go back and I try to, it's funny as I've never considered myself much of like a storyteller lyricist. It's more of like it's also the style of music you're writing. It depends. Like in Wild Adriatic, like, it's bluesy rock. And I just, it kind of, it guides you. The song guides you like, oh, what kind of song is this going to be?
You're like, you're framing like a good time. You know? It's like you're framing one piece of the vibe you're getting off of this tune.
Yeah, because there's songs that literally are like, oh, let's have a good time. Literally like, oh, let's have a good time. And then there's songs that are like sad blues, lyrics.
Yeah.
I've been. Everyone says Travis is a little too much of, he broke my heart shit. But I'm like, oh, like my heart got broken a couple of times, so that's all. I don't know,
Yeah, I remember talking to you when we were doing the Bright Light record. We were because I'm a believer that the lyrics are always last.
Yeah,
right?
they are. Yeah,
you don't really finish lyrics until you're recording them.
Yeah.
But I remember when we were doing the Bright Light record, I'm writing lyrics, and I've got everybody like telling me, oh, hey, this doesn't sound correct. Rhyme it with this instead. Or it's like, and then you turned around, I remember, and you in your little spin chair, and you go, what are you guys doing? Like, don't you hate it when like people try to tell you that the lyrics have to make complete concrete sense?
That's true. I'm like that's a huge pet peeve of mine. A lot of people, because they're like, well, I don't get like what, or does it have to be like grammatically correct or some shit? Come on, it's like no, this is music, this is art.
Yeah.
Come on, take it for what
Yep.
you will. Don't make me explain. I hate when people are like explain that song unless
Oh, I
it's
hate
literally
it.
about something specific.
Yeah.
It's like, can you tell me about the? What does it mean to you?
Right.
Listen to it and
Right.
tell me what it means to you.
But you find writing songs years and years that like you actually have very few songs that are about something or someone very specific. Most of the time,
Yeah.
the
You have
stuff
to
that you're
write.
writing is just so like it's just maybe one little piece is about a moment I experienced,
Yeah.
and then the rest is just something I imagined around it.
Exactly.
Right.
Like that's why I'm like, I remember people would be, I'm sure, like they say to you, be like, oh, you guys, like whoever, like you're in a relationship with, must have been going through a rocky period at that time. I'm like, nah, it wasn't really like that.
Yeah,
it's
no.
just this is blues music.
Right.
A lot of this
Yeah.
is blues.
This
or
chord
is-
made me feel this way.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I didn't feel like the lyrics should be fun, or whatever.
Yeah, I have very few songs that I wrote about a specific person or a specific
Yeah.
instance in my
It's
life.
a feeling.
It's a feeling.
And you just you chase it and you kind of just write down what feels good. And I you might agree with, I write down what I want, the things I want to sing, what feels good to sing.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to write a word that like if the song was like glory, like just say glory. Like, I don't want to be like hanging out on an E vowel for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? So you write the words you know your voice can handle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. It's sometimes you even just like you hear like a line in your head that you're like, okay, this fits. I mean, like these syllables
Yeah.
fit into this half measure.
Right.
I
So
mean,
like, what are the words can I put there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna think of something that just feels fine, you know, and then just flesh it out later.
Yeah.
But no, I hate the whole like concrete sense thing with.
Yeah. Or like if your band members are like, what does that mean? Shut the fuck up is what that means.
Right. Oh,
Do your band members ever give you like try to help you write lyrics?
They have in the past. Not these guys haven't, but
Yeah.
I've definitely
But, yeah.
had that.
Yeah, and that's why they're gone. So they're not allowed around.
Nah,
anymore.
we've got a pretty like fluid process where everybody kind of knows their role. You
And that-
know,
I
in the
think that's
songwriting
important.
Process. Yeah. Even like with I mean, so I've got a lot of guys in my band that are just very like without sounding like a dick, like they're very good at their instruments. I mean,
That's
they're,
great,
They're
yeah.
like they're very seasoned musicians,
Which is who you should be playing with at this point.
right? And they know when to dial back,
Yeah.
and fall into a support slot.
That's great. It's the best. That's part of the skill.
Yeah, and everybody knows that each guy in the band brings something to the table that they just need to kind of lay off with. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
like we will all listen to a recording and each person will say, hey, you know what, like I feel like my drums are stepping on this, so let's dial it back.
That's
Or
great.
One guy will say, you know, I don't want my guitars to step on the vocals.
See,
Dial
that's-
it back. And
That's all you can really ask for. I mean, that's a great group
I'm
of
very
people.
I'm very blessed to be in a band that thinks that way. you
I
know?
mean, what's your bass player's name? I'm sorry. I keep saying
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
So I keep seeing Rob. When I see Rob at Adirondack Guitar, I can tell he's a super chill guy. Like when he's talking to Paul,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is cool. He's like into like music. He's into recording. Like I'm like this. I'm all about that. So, I mean, I haven't like worked with you guys in the studio now, but like I can tell he's a super chill guy to work with and record with.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. Rob is one of those guys that he's like, and when he becomes interested in something, he becomes hyper interested in it. And
Yeah.
learns everything he possibly
That's
can
great.
about it, and takes as much advice as he can on
Yeah.
something. He consulted Paul a whole lot.
Yeah,
on recording stuff.
Because he was giving him some mix notes. Honestly,
Yeah.
Paul's great. I did
Yeah.
the same thing.
And
Same thing.
Rob was a big fan of the band before he joined the band. He found. So do you know Rich French?
Yeah,
So he used to be our drummer. He was our original drummer, and
that's right.
him and his dad, they had a grocery store called Scoonies in Granville.
Yeah.
And Rich used to sell our CDs at Scoonies.
Oh my
at the
gosh.
counter, and he was trying to hustle a CD to Rob one day when Rob popped in.
Oh,
And,
shit.
Rob goes, what is another shitty local band?
Oh, and now he's in the band.
But he bought it and loved it. And then Rob started coming to shows, and then Rob offered to do sound for some of our shows. And so Rob would do sound at Googs for us.
Oh, wow.
All winter long. Because back then in the winter, we would play at Googs the whole season.
You're like, this guy should be in the band.
Yeah, so we started inviting Rob to everything that we did, and he and Renee and their kids would come to all the shows, and
So awesome.
and he hung around with us for so long that when we lost our bass player Johnny, Rob already knew how to play the songs because he would just play on his own.
Yeah,
you know? And
he knew the music. It was like a seamless transition.
Yeah, it was seamless. He didn't need to rehearse. In fact, we had a show. We were playing this thing called The Gathering in Plattsburgh. Did you guys ever play that any of those years?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
It was a big like community-wide music event. That
it was
they
a
did.
gathering.
Yeah, and our bass player quit the day before the gathering, and Rob just stepped in the next day and did a 2-hour set.
That's crazy.
Yep.
2 hours.
2 hours, and then he joined the band, and after that, Rob he became interested in like every facet of like being in a band. Like he learned how to manage. He learned how to.
So he hyper focused. That's
right. Like
such a great way to channel ADD.
Yeah. Yep. He retrofitted our van. You know,
the man.
Like, the man. I know. So on the last tour that we did, we had a bus. Rob he bought a bus and then put bunks in it. And
damn, dude.
We were just sleeping on the bus every night as opposed to getting hotel rooms.
Oh my God.
Or sleeping on somebody's floor or something.
What a gem.
What a
gem. Total
I know.
gem.
Rob is definitely like he is the man. He is bandmate of the year for every year. Just
damn
awesome.
Having a guy around like that is like invaluable.
Yeah.
That was the Jesse of Sugarhold. Like we were talking about with Mike.
Yeah.
Like he's that for them.
Yeah.
He's that.
And insanely talented. Like Rob is a phenomenal guitar player actually.
Yeah.
He played in a Pearl Jam cover band for many years.
Hell yeah.
Phenomenal guitar player. And him and I do covers.
Was he Mike McCready or Stone Gosser?
He was Mike McCready.
Oh shit. Okay.
So him and I do our covers thing when we're not doing Midnight Revival Band.
Yeah.
And
it's great,
he
dude.
stepped right into the bass role and was just phenomenal. So
that's such a good thing to have. Hell yeah, dude. I'm happy. So what's the latest stuff with the Midnight Revival Band? What's the latest release that everybody should check out?
So we just released our first full length called Gas Station Elvis.
I saw that today when I was listening on Spotify.
And it's technically, I guess, our second full length, but not by streaming standards. Like we put out like a 7-song EP a couple years ago, and it was so long that it hit that like 30
album.
like that album mark.
Yeah.
So it branded it as an album, but it's
an EP.
It's an EP. So this is technically our first actual full length, but we have 6 EPs out there.
Hell yeah.
And tons of singles.
So you these guys, they recorded it. Obviously you and Rob recorded it. Who mixed it? Rob?
Rob mixed it, and some of the songs were partially tracked and mixed by Brett Portzer at White Lake Studio.
Oh yeah, White Lake is it's great.
So he did 3 of the songs.
Cool.
Well, we did it in parts. We did some at Rob's and some at his.
Totally.
And and then he mixed 3 of them, and then we mixed the rest, and then Paul mastered all of them.
Yeah. It sounds awesome, by the way.
So it was a big project over the course of like 9 months.
It's great, dude. That's awesome. So happy for you guys. Been doing great, honestly. One of the bigger bands in the area, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome to see. I love it. You guys are fucking crushing.
Thanks, man. We're still working hard and denying ourselves a lot for the sake of being able to do it. You know
what though? I'll turn on the radio in my car once in a while. I'll pop on Pix 106, and I will hear your name. It'll be like, they're opening for Warrant. They're open, one of those cool ass shows, Alive at 5.
Cool.
It's nice to hear.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate it.
Honestly, I'm really glad you came. You're gonna have. We have so many stories. You're gonna have to come back.
We'll do another one.
We're gonna
sure.
have to do another one. We have too much to talk about. But we'll have to wrap it up because I think this is the one. This is the longest one I've done.
Yeah, it's felt pretty long,
Yeah.
but it felt very natural.
It did because we have literally.
Yeah.
We have 4
It's
more
so good
hours
catching up with you. You know, I used to run into Mateo and Rich like quite often.
Yeah.
Throughout the last 10 years, but I rarely ran into you.
What was I doing? Just staying home or something?
No, I don't know. I feel like I saw them more, you know.
I know. I'm like,
but I felt like altogether I spent way more time with you.
yes, we spent
in those years.
so much time together in various studio settings, especially.
Yeah. We'd go to Taco Bell together.
We'd grill.
We'd grill. That's right.
I had the smoker's pole in my backyard.
Yep.
Remember? Dude, so much good food, so many good times. Anyway, this is my friend Joe Mansman. I love him to death. Check out his band, Joe Mansman and the Midnight Revival Band. Find him on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, not TikTok. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Are you ready?